I was diagnosed with myeloma in 2009. I was 61 years old at the time. Actually, my family doctor was a bit concerned that I was anemic, had very low red blood cell count, and we began an investigation to try to understand. After about a year of various visits to specialists, it was discovered that I had myeloma. And that was in October 2009. I began treatment 6 months later because the myeloma progressed very quickly. And the first treatment was a stem cell transplant. Then I went into maintenance therapy with Revlimid for approximately 2.5 years. And then I had a period of about 18 months with no treatment at all. And the myeloma returned. So Revlimid returned, and I was able to stay on Revlimid for another 18 months, and then the myeloma became very aggressive. I indicated to my doctors that I was keen or willing to participate in a clinical trial. So in 2017, I was accepted into a clinical trial with a triplet, a combination of carfilzomib, daratumumab, and Revlimid, and dexamethasone, of course. And after 21 months, the myeloma returned, and I needed an emergency stem cell transplant because it returned very violently and aggressively. So I crashed out of the clinical trial end of August, and I started a second stem cell treatment in mid-September. That was successful. End of December 2018, I began maintenance therapy again, this time with pomalidomide, and for almost 3 years I was on pomalidomide. But in December 2021, I developed acute pneumonia, was admitted to the hospital. It's never good for a myeloma patient to have a pneumonia. It's a sign that we are weak. I was admitted into the hospital where I then developed septicemia, and so I was in intensive care for about a week, and in the hospital for about 14 days. During that period, it was decided that I was a candidate for CAR T-cell therapy. I live in France, and about 8 patients per month receive CAR T-cell therapy. So about 100 patients a year in France are able to have CAR T-cell therapy. Not in a clinical trial. This is the approved drug, Abecma, the BMS Celgen CAR T. I completed the CAR T. My stem cells were harvested in late March and then re-injected in late May. I think it was the 23rd of May. It was about an 8-week period. But BMS is having difficulty producing the modified T cells because there's such a demand for this therapy. I left the hospital on the 3rd of June, so that was just under a month ago. In the past week, I feel that I'm getting my energy back. I felt comfortable coming to Amsterdam by train, but I have to say it's a long, challenging process. I'm still not certain which is more difficult, the stem cell transplant or the CAR T therapy. Patients should know that it's not easy. I have had many side effects, some of them in particular low platelets. I had a grade 4 low platelet thrombopenia. That means severe risk of hemorrhaging. Also CRS, but CRS is not something that, I mean, it's just chills and fever and what have you. Very low blood pressure. I think I had something like 5 and 4 for my blood pressure. It has to be monitored very closely. Otherwise, neurotoxicities do occur. I kept a diary during my CAR T therapy, and interestingly, there are 3 days where there are no entries whatsoever. I just was not there. Physically, yes, but psychologically, in my mind, I don't know where I was. I certainly didn't have the energy to write what was happening, and it's only afterwards I was able to sort of reconstruct the experience. So the message is, of course, I've been in treatment for 12 years. I'm back on my feet. I did lose 10 kilo. And the 10 kilo wasn't, fat, it was muscle, because I get a lot of exercise, 2 hours a day. And right now I'm struggling to get back to an hour a day. And I hope over the next month I'll be able to get back on my bicycle, go back to yoga, walk a lot more, and then regain my strength and my muscles again, so I can live a normal, drug-free life, I do hope. I wish you all well on your myeloma journey. Thank you.